It honestly has been a while since I did anything related to ecchi or fan service, so it's a good time to give a little bit of a content to all the men of culture out there who are looking to, spice things up in their lives. You all know the drill. Close your doors when watching these anime because, if you live with your parents, well, that's gonna be a big problem. And now, thus, we begin our recommendations for today.
分ごときにやり直させられることになるじゃない。それってとっても尺だわ。
We're going to be starting things with Please Put Them on Takamine-san. This is one of the most generic ecchi shows of a high school girl with a very special power that allows her to time travel by going back in time. She's actually the most popular and perfect student in school with top scores, and any mistakes that she actually does, she uses her power to go back in time, fix it, and remain perfection. That power all lies within her underwear, if you guys were wondering how she uses it. So, when a guy in her class sees the truth of what she can actually do, she makes a deal with him to be her wardrobe or expose him if he doesn't comply. And from there, he is now responsible for dressing her underwear whenever she tells him to. This anime here takes a lot of inspiration and similarities from My Dress Up Darling, in which the girl is a cosplayer and the guy will be her photographer, taking pictures and making her look stunning.
女の子なら
明日からよろしくお願いします。先輩。
それはやってみなければわからないよな。
2.5-dimensional seduction is a really good ecchi anime with solid romance and characters that share a passion for the otaku culture. The president of the manga club recruits a girl who is into anime and manga as they just begin to form a team together to work towards their ambition. The girl wants to cosplay her favorite characters, and the guy wants to take photos of her in her cosplay. A simple, straightforward anime for you guys to all enjoy.
鎧が邪魔でドア打ち込めない。だったらこうしてこう。
You finally get yourself to be gone to another world to adventure, get overpowered, and start the epic life. But instead, this protagonist had other plans because he had his mind set to buy himself gorgeous-looking slaves for lots of money to make himself a harem in another world. This is not your average ecchi anime, but more on the borderline side of things because, well, it does get extreme to the point where you better be locking your doors, man. But during the day, things may look good and okay, but when night comes, well, that's when the fun starts. By now, everybody should know Redo of Healer. I mean, come on. The show it has just the craziest revenge plot ever seen by the audience because it's all about striking back, but striking it hard. You know what I mean.
この身のこなしもヒールの副作用がもたらした力だ。俺は無数の人間の経験を追体験し、その技術を模倣し、自分のものとしていた。
Now, the main character, Kiaru, was part of the hero's party as a healer, but he was often viewed as a weakling, so his companions decided to abuse the shit out of him by just torturing him until he suffers enough. And then he wanted revenge since his healing spells had gotten stronger over the course of his torture, and his way of revenge is by, well, it's actually best not to talk about it. Just go watch it and experience it for yourself.
なんだよ。一体何なんだよ。
水原様、ここにいる100人でも200人でもなるべく多い方がいいでしょう。あなたは見た目も悪く。
Now imagine being one of the very few surviving male species and the entire world now consists of females. And that is because of a rare virus that wiped out the male race, leaving only women who now control and rule over this world. Men are so rare that they are now kept inside the facility for purpose of reproducing. They choose a girl they like and they begin the fun. Now, the world is a harem now for the boys. This show goes through each male character, their backstory, and all the fun they go through. Just don't really expect a killer story or anything because it's very mediocre. So, looks like your father borrowed millions from a nunnery, and then, yeah, he escaped and left you, the son, to pay back this outrageous debt by working for a bunch of girls. Sounds like a blast to watch.
Are you feeling pain anywhere? What do I do now? I guess I should call an ambulance.
Don't worry about it. I'm perfectly fine, see?
Hey, wait!
Crap. This can't be happening to me. It's a dream.
Akimitsu tends to stay away from girls or people and lives his, lonely life, but as we all know, living that kind of life is very difficult. But now he is working, paying back the debt his father stole and ran with from a nunnery. He now works with beautiful girls, and this guy must stay composed and professional and not get into spicy situations, which may or may not happen in this anime.
お前生贄体質だかんだとか言えるわけねえだろアホ先
Ayakashis in this anime are invisible monsters or creatures to a regular human's eye, but ninja exorcists are tasked with protecting people from these monsters as they are the ones who can see them clearly. Now, the main character, Matsuri, came across the king of Ayakashi to slay it, but in the process, the king got his revenge by turning Matsuri into a girl. And with that said, well, now he must adjust to his new life as a girl. Yes, this is a gender bender anime with action and romance, but if you ask me, this one is actually quite entertaining. This anime series is extremely ecchi. Well, it's to the point where things go wrong in ways you wouldn't even believe would be a thing.
魔物を発情させるフェロモンでも足してんのか普通ならとっくに殺されてるぞまあ結果としてはナイス踊りだが一人の方が絶対楽だった
Immoral Guild is about a group that form a party and fight monsters during quests and missions, but the monsters in this world, they show odd behavior, and they actually only mainly target the females and begin to do odd things with them. Yeah, I think you get the point that I'm bringing up here. But I got down so thirsty watching this back in 2022, and I sometimes still think about it to this day, but take it with a grain of salt. The things I say may not be true, but give this a try and see for yourself.
How did...
Was that all you have for your attack? Then it looks like it's my turn now, little girl. You better be prepared.
What? Please, no!
So many people, I kid you not, lots of people mainly watch Vermilion Gold for one thing and one thing only, and that is for one of the most hottest and gorgeous female characters you will ever see in anime. Now, the main character, Alto, is a student at a magic academy and was about to fail for being unable to summon a familiar, but upon going to a library to learn more about summoning, he accidentally freed a demon from her captivity and makes a deal with him. In exchange for his insane mana power, she will be his familiar. It works out great, but now Alto can have the quality time that this demon wants with together. Yeah, he is pretty much overpowered with her, but who cares about all that stuff? Everybody is just here for Vermeil and her ecchi action to take place. For my final recommendation, boys and girls, gushing over magical girls. This here is the most recent pinnacle of ecchi shows because it is simply masochism at its finest. Well, if you're into that kind of stuff, of course. But you have a loner girl who always wanted to be a magical girl to fight evil forces and get awesome powers. But instead, her wish kinda turned upside down because she became the main villain of the series and found herself a brand new secret fetish, which is to torture the magical girls in many creative ecchi ways. The fights are great, but most of the time it's the villain's favor, and that is to bring in the ecchi fun. We go from clothes tearing off, to tickling, to slimes, and many, many more. It is so damn strange yet addicting, and could be what you guys actually need in your daily lives. The end of the road for your fan service journey. Better turn off that screen before someone in your house busts you down, which is why I'm ending the video here to save you the time. If you did enjoy, then please do drop a like to show your support, and subscribe to stay notified of all my latest uploads here on YouTube. Take care, everyone, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one.